New England Roller Derby Report would like to thank their production sponsor, Sociopath. Sociopath is a skater-run business offering size-inclusive leggings and shorts designed to fit you. With 7 different lengths and pockets, she's sure to have a style that works for your body. Team colors, custom prints, and group discounts are available. Also offering dozens of armband and helmet cover options. She's got you covered. Please see sociopath.ca/NERD for 10% off your next order. Welcome, roller derby fans, to the final game of day 3 at the Battle of the All-Stars 2020. I'm Gretchen Little. I'm here with Blind Rage from Massachusetts. Rage, how are you doing today?
I have very little voice left following that incredible matchup between teams New York and Florida.
Wasn't that something?
I am still processing what I just watched.
Florida came to play. Florida has shaken up the brackets. There will be a new team playing for gold tomorrow. New territory for Team Florida. But right now, the other semifinal game is Pennsylvania and Massachusetts. Team Pennsylvania first took on Team Tennessee, won with a score of 183-29. Then Pennsylvania yesterday took on Montana, winning with a score of 157-72. Team Massachusetts, on the other hand, has upset a couple of teams in the early going, Rage.
We are good like that.
Beating Ohio. Now, Massachusetts coming in as the 6th seed, beat Ohio, which went 2 seed, 152-33. Then Team Massachusetts pulled the upset over 2 seed Colorado by quite a score of 123-91. So that's how both these teams got here. Rage, can you tell us who will be skating for Massachusetts?
I would be thrilled to do so. We have number 027, Trash Panda, number 03, Pax-a-Punch, number 08, Morgan Leflay, number 109, Bella LeBral, number 121, Agent Malter, number 15, Allison Murphy, number 207, Sassy Malassi, number 21, Emily Nolan, number 26, Weird Al Shankovich, number 333, Boots, number 4, Android, number 42, Flying King, number 421, Thylander, number 415, Rage Bradbury, number 68, Pickled Beats, number 749, Evil Midweek Cutie, number 8, Aubrey Planets, and number 999, Sacrificial Lammy.
And a hallmark of Massachusetts all weekend long has been their speed. They'll be taking on Team Pennsylvania, who are number 04, Olive Havoc, number 8, Phoenix, number 9, MJ Slamher, number 13, Evil Beauty, 15 is Gorgeous, 18 is Vanessa V. Diva Sights, 20 is Rousey, 34 is Sophia, 35 is Persephone, 40 is Sin and Sonic, 42 Stark Raven, 44 Tomb Schrader, number 90 will be Switch, 51 Reptar, 85 Teflon Donna, 88 is Thumper, 91 is Scrappy Doo, and number 99 will be Russian Bayou. Our officials for this contest are Will Hudson, Jeff Zero, Rob You Blind, Pure Head Damage, Stray Taco, Gluten Freedom, and our alt official is Guinness. Our non-skating officials are Russian Imperial, Phantasmic, Candied Bacon, Taboma, Captain Crunchberry, Coops, Loca Mocha, Veronica Scars, 2 Therms Up, Overwatch, Ms. Hyde, and Brady Punch. So that leaves us about time to see who is on the track, Rage. I am looking over at the, it looks like Olive Havoc versus number 42, Flying King.
King. Again, this is Massachusetts playing in red with Pennsylvania playing in blue.
That's correct. We got 5 seconds to Derby according to the scoreboard. So we'll be beginning momentarily. Flying King, an electrifying jammer to watch.
Indeed, Flying King took MVP during the matchup against Colorado.
Okay, they have a relentless style. As we said, so much speed on this Massachusetts squad. Olive Havoc pushing towards the front of the pack. Teflon Donna right now holding it off Flying King along with Vanessa V. Diva Sites, who gets just enough of Flying King to knock them to the outside. At the front, Olive Havoc, first lead jammer for Pennsylvania.
I see Flying King continuing to struggle behind that Pennsylvania tripod. I don't see the star. Did we have our first star?
It's been passed to
Yes.
Wednesday Adams, number 749. Meanwhile, Olive Havoc gets through untouched for a first 4 points. Wednesday Adam now is being just sandwiched between Teflon Donna and Gorgeous. Here comes Olive Havoc for more. Aubrey Planets. And
that's Murph. That's Allison Murphy out of Boston Roller Derby. And I see Sassy Malassi in the gold helmet.
With a nice bracing move there, knocking out Olive Havoc. So both teams now taking care of business defensively, Rage.
Very much so. Let's see. Now, in case you are wondering why didn't I hear Wednesday Adams' name called, she is skating during this BOTAS under the nickname Evil Midweek Cutie.
Oh, that's right. Sorry about that.
I've been having a hard time wrapping my head around it, but just in case that's sounding unfamiliar, we've seen her wearing the stripe a number of times, and she does appear to be out of the pack, although looking pretty tired. But
yes, that was quite a...
that was a heck of a wall put up by Pennsylvania.
It certainly was. So the first jam is over with. An additional 1 point going up. So 9-0 Pennsylvania after the first jam. Oh, this next jam promises to be entertaining. Two of the speediest jammers around. We got Sacrificial Lammy for Massachusetts and a Reptar for Pennsylvania.
Keep your eyes peeled during this jam, folks. Sacrificial Lammy, of course, notably calling off her last jam during the Colorado bout with a cartwheel.
Yes, I saw that. Okay, it's a 4-3 pack advantage in favor of Massachusetts. Lammy takes the inside. Lead jammer Massachusetts. Reptar giving chase.
Reptar hot on Lammy's tail. These are two jammers that are characterized by both their speed and precision.
V-Diva with the jammer stop, but Lammy gets 2 points before calling the jam.
Now, did we have anything picked up by Pennsylvania? No, I don't believe we did.
No, quickly calling. That's what Massachusetts very good at the hit and quit. Here we have the first initial trip, with the lead being established by Sacrificial Lammy. All right, next up for Pennsylvania, we've got Persephone Rage Bradbury with the star for Team Massachusetts, and Thumper took them down. Rage is on the track, on their back, and the medical staff is being called in. We hope that Rage is going to be able to get up and continue to compete right now.
Very much so.
That was a hard hit delivered by Thumper. Thumper, as we discussed yesterday, is in the process of moving, is going to be playing for Atlanta next year.
Oh, I had the privilege and pleasure of watching Atlanta play at ECDX this past summer. What a phenomenal team.
Absolutely. Okay, so Rage is getting up. And skating off under their own power. That's certainly good news for Massachusetts fans and friends of Rage Bradbury. Of course, they will be forced to sit now for 3 jams. We'll see whether they get back after that time.
Let's see who we've got on that lineup.
Well, coming up for Pennsylvania, I believe it's going to be Persephone. Can't be quite sure in the early going. Yes, 35 is Persephone for Pennsylvania, and number 26, I believe, is Weird Al Shankovich.
Indeed.
For Team Massachusetts. Nobody in the penalty box, so it is a full 5-on-5 situation, Rach.
All right, let's see how it goes. Let's see how this all shakes out.
And now the Pack players moving right up to the start line as we have the whistle, something that we've seen a lot of lately now. And Persephone trying to get to the front of the pack. That is number 21, Emily Nolan, really doing a nice job of anchoring that defensive formation.
I see Bella LeBral and Massachusetts team captain Agent Malter as well, number 121.
Persephone able to kind of squeeze between the defenders, but Mass doing a good job reforming. They get a little bit out of position, and lead jam going to Persephone. Now we have another star pass. That is number 109, Bella LeBral. Bella putting the helmet cover on. Persephone is being yelled at by the Pennsylvania bench to call the jam. She does, and it's a 4-0 jam in favor of Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania currently ahead 13-2. Flying King versus Olive Havoc in a repeat of our first jam, Rage.
Everybody's setting up. Massachusetts kind of taking the top of the pack.
Yep, Pennsylvania setting up right on the jam line, but that's the thing with Flying King. They can work magic. And meanwhile, look at Olive Havoc.
Speaking of.
Yeah, Olive representing the Black Rose Rollers of Hanover, Pennsylvania, putting up another lead jammer against Flying King. And there's a quick star pass again on Massachusetts.
There's Evil Midweek Cutie wearing the star now for Massachusetts, hoping to score some points.
Coming in hot. Phoenix for Pennsylvania was able to get just enough to knock out Evil Midweek Cutie. So we're going to see. I got a feeling she scored a couple of points before she went out of bounds. But Olive Havoc with lead jam is still trying to score points against this Massachusetts defense. And Flying King is every bit as dangerous as a defensive player and as a jammer, Rage.
Most certainly. They are a force to be reckoned with, regardless of which helmet cover they are wearing at the time.
Phoenix coming in, trying to offer some offense right now, but now has to step back to bridge. Now Phoenix is going to try to give a little more offense. Boy, both teams are just so well organized defensively.
Absolutely.
Audrey Planets finally knocks Olive Havoc out to the outside. He's going to roll her back. Still 30 seconds left on this jam.
I have a feeling that we are going to see a number of these long mutual jammer grindhouse situations.
Yes, I think you're right.
Both of these teams we've seen over the course of the past several days, once they settle down, they lock those tripods down. There is just no seam to get through.
And Gluten Freedom's getting some love on the stream. I think that's great. Let us know who your favorite officials are, too. I mean, there's so many. This is the battle of the All-Stars. We have, All-Star skaters, but we also have All-Star officials as well. All right.
Much love and appreciation always to our NSOs, medics, volunteers, referees.
Yeah. Okay, Sacrificial Lammy taking on Evil Beauty now. Lammy got lead in her first go-round. Teflon Donna thought she might have been able to pull a cut, but Lammy is through.
Go. If you look carefully at Lammy, she almost always looks like she's smiling.
Absolutely.
Maybe she's grimacing, but it looks like a smile.
Now, where does Lammy play for, Rach?
I want to say she comes out of Western Mass.
Okay, Lammy's through for 4, still rolling as Thumper has to sit down in that Apex Skate Shop penalty box. Evil Beauty now at the front. Massachusetts reforming. Teflon Donna rolled back Lammy for a second. And Lammy's one of the few jammers quick enough to evade Teflon Donna. That's a second scoring trip. This is 8 points, and Massachusetts pulls within 3. Lammy will call as Evil Beauty was able to get through the pack. 8 points for Massachusetts, and we got a ball game here, Ray.
We also have a cleared Apex penalty Apex penalty box. We have all skaters on the track.
That is correct. And now we've got a first change in the jammer rotations. Both teams fielding a new jammer. Who's that for Massachusetts?
That would be number 08. That is Morgan LaFlay, another very successful jammer that Massachusetts has kind of sprinkled in just to shake things up a little bit.
You got to have different looks at this level of competition.
LaFlay is an interesting shakeup because she's much taller. She's got kind of the stride advantage over quicker but smaller jammers like King and Lammy.
Yeah. Well, that was funny. I was talking with somebody yesterday who used to be a swimmer, and they were a little shorter of stature, and they were telling me about when they swam in high school, and they said, "How come I don't get to do the sprints?" And the coach pointed to the person who was like 6'3" and said, "You see that person? They're already a foot ahead."
You're not wrong. If you watch Flay get caught up in the pack, I'm just never quite sure what her legs are doing. But
okay. This is Rousey with the star for Pennsylvania. Jammer, of course, for the Philadelphia Roller Derby Liberty Bells. And a rollback in progress on Murph. So Rousey able to take advantage of that. Lead jammer for Pennsylvania.
Now Flay has had a couple of knocks to the inside, being forced to re-engage.
Oh my God, Rousey rolling the dice, and Allison Murphy says, "No, it ain't happening now."
Taking that belly flop right off the apex. Never feels great.
I don't think so, but Rousey, who's a tough cookie, jammer for Philly, puts up the 4, coming around looking for more. Now Morgan LaFlay is through on the initial trip.
There was a little bit of a star stash action going on there. I thought that she was maybe going to make the pass, but
Vanessa V. Diva Seitz gunning for Morgan LaFlay as Rousey tries the apex jump again with the same results.
Sometimes it just doesn't work the way you need it to.
Russian Bayou now, the longtime Pennsylvania All-Star, rolling back Morgan LaFlay. Now, bear in mind, Morgan LaFlay on a scoring trip now for Massachusetts.
Well, she steps out, forced to come on back rather than risk the cut penalty.
That's right, and I think if I had to guess the strategy right now for Pennsylvania, it's probably to run the clock a little bit. As Morgan LaFlay now passing the star once again to Evil Midweek Cutie, otherwise known as Wednesday Addams. Rousey is through. Rousey will call. Let's see, 4 points, 1 point taken off for Massachusetts. So 3 for Massachusetts, 16 for Pennsylvania.
A very successful jam for Rousey.
Very much so, yes. So, and that's the thing, though. You've gotta throw in a curveball, if you will, every once in a while.
Absolutely.
Meg Fenway says, "Damn, girl, you're a particle collider because I'm seeing Adams smash." Couldn't agree more. Boots now jamming for Massachusetts against Betty Switch for Pennsylvania. Lead jammer, Massachusetts, Boots.
Let's see. I'm trying to put my eye on our Pennsylvania jammers. Still having a hard time with Bella LeBraw and Agent Malter up there.
It's Betty Switch who's knocked to the infield, but I guess had already made the pass, so that's going to be an initial pass completed. Boots given 4 points. Has to make a decision now. Will call the jam. That's smart in my opinion. It's very early in the game to be gambling too much. A 4-point hit and quit is a good idea.
Absolutely, especially with we're seeing these high point run-ons from Pennsylvania where they're getting 12, they're getting 16.
Okay, Ghostkin Gaming, thank you. Rach Bradbury plays for Boston Derby. Hadn't mentioned that, and so we thank you. Absolutely, one of the stars of the North America East Continental Cup this past year, Rach Bradbury. Oh, and Reptar finding room as few can do. Reptar is one of them who can do it. Rach Bradbury back on the track, and we are certainly happy to see that.
Oh, absolutely.
Meanwhile, Reptar lapping the field. That is 4 points. and Rage Bradbury engaging up at the front, spinning through. The initial is complete.
Beautiful. That was from some fantastic footwork that we see from number 451, Rage Bradbury.
Reptar going to call that jam. As I said, it's interesting to see, Reptar, Rage, and Flying King, because really those three jammers to me have very similar styles.
Absolutely, that's a very, very good point with the speed, agility, and precision.
Yeah. Okay, so 38-21 right now. Boston needing a little charge.
This is Team Massachusetts is pulling in skaters
Excuse me, yes.
Although it is very Boston heavy. That is.
It is. Well, and Pennsylvania is fairly Philly heavy as well. All right, this is Persephone. Persephone is awarded lead, but she's in danger of cutting. She does cut, so that's a lost lead. Lead should not be available. Flying King has the star off, so they wouldn't be able to be awarded lead anyway.
They just stepped out at the very last second. Oh, that was.
Oh, and Flying King once again guessed correctly. Teflon Donna trying to pull the cut, but Flying King was in the warp speed. Now with a smile on their face, coming in on the outside. Thumper gets enough to knock them out.
Thumper truly living up to her name at this point.
Thumper has been so much fun to watch over the years as she's developed. I think she's ready to skate for Atlanta now. Maybe
they're lucky to have her.
Absolutely, yeah. 2 years ago, maybe she would not quite have been ready to make that. And here I am mouthing off like that. Let's talk about the game, Gretchen.
We're almost halfway there with our first half of the game. This whole game is just a stressful frenzy. Right up that outside line. Oh, that was gorgeous. That was to have that track awareness and body control moving at that speed is really something to admire.
And Pennsylvania running this jam right now. Flying King knocks into Teflon Donna, and Teflon Donna pulls the back block against Flying King. So 19 seconds left in the jam. Persephone's going to step through. 4 more points, and Persephone shaking off the call-off, Rage.
I'm just blown away. I'm just so struck by these forces colliding.
That is correct. I don't know if we can see it on the camera on the replay, but Persephone looking to the Pennsylvania bench. She was given the call-off sign, and she shook it off.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna It's fine.
11-8 on the jam. Pennsylvania in control of that one. It's a 20-point game right now with 14 minutes and 43 seconds to go. Flying King in the penalty box, so a power jam start for Olive Havoc of Pennsylvania.
See, I'm seeing a lineup of Aubrey Planets. I'm seeing Sassy Malassie. I'm seeing Evil Midweek Cutie wearing the stripe. Flying King wearing the star out from the penalty box, having to re-engage pretty far back.
And lead is still open, so they could conceivably come through. A lot of times you see that. Planets with a nice rollback on Olive Havoc. Phoenix, teammate of Olive Havoc's from the Black Rose Rollers, rolling back to play offense, and it succeeds. Olive Havoc able to stay upright, lead jammer Pennsylvania.
That was some beautiful offense played by Pennsylvania in blue.
And that, as I said, those were teammates, Phoenix and Olive Havoc combining for that play. So now Olive Havoc on a scoring trip, ridden out by Allison Murphy, but
looks like Murph went out as well, I believe.
Yeah,
so.
Well, it's an unearned pass was the signal, but I guess Olive had already earned a pass on Murph, so she got the full 4 points.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, now a big knockout by Evil Midwick Cutie. Flying King is through. They're probably not used to having to deal with a defense, quite as determined as this Pennsylvania defense.
And quite as solid.
Yeah.
They just locked down those tripods, and you're not going anywhere.
Well, and there you go. A lot of these skaters, especially the defense, for Pennsylvania. Of course, Vanessa V. Diva Seitz has played for Philly. She's played for Gotham. She came back to Philly. Has played for a couple of other Pennsylvania teams.
An extremely skilled skater.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And now we've got Evil Beauty for Pennsylvania. Awarded lead, but swallowed by the Massachusetts defense. Oh, and she's called for cutting the track. She's going to get a misconduct if she doesn't get off. She does now. So it's a power jam, sacrificial Lammy for Massachusetts.
I would say Lammy has perhaps been Massachusetts' most successful jammer this bout so far. There, Lammy is out of the pack. That was the initial scored. So
yes.
Coming around hoping to bridge some of that.
Lead was not open. Lead had already been awarded to Evil Beauty. So this will be a 2-minute jam.
All right.
Okay, Lammy is going to pass the star. That is Bella LeBral now who gets the 4 points. So smart play there. Evil Beauty is out. Completes the initial and 40 seconds to go in the jam. It's really up for grabs right now, Rage.
Bella LeBral manages to pick up another few points, another 4 points I'm seeing.
Yeah, Thumper sent to the penalty box along with Teflon Donna, so this ought to make easy scoring for Team Massachusetts.
Not only that, but Pennsylvania is down their pivot.
Yes, yes. Gorgeous with a nice defensive stop, but Bella LeBral able to negotiate that. Now Evil Beauty meeting up with the teeth of this Massachusetts defense as Bella LeBral going airborne, picks up 4 more. And if we've got a story of the first period so far, it's that every so often Massachusetts is going to explode.
Oh, truly, that was a 16 points picked up between Sacrificial Lammy and Bella LeBral in that last jam. Again, that was a 2-minute jam that came to its natural conclusion as lead had been lost.
Yes, yes. So and some of these 2-minute, just all depends. We got a timeout, first one of the game being called by Team Pennsylvania.
All right.
This gives me the opportunity to thank our sponsors for this great event. Spank Alley is the only fully adjustable roller derby armband on the market. They ship worldwide. Check them out at www.spankalley.com.au. How about that?
How about them apples?
Why not? Yeah, fully adjustable armbands sound good to me. The one thing, Rage, that I might as well say this and get it out there into the derby world right now, at least in the Twitchverse.
Lay it on me, Gretch.
I think we should move to having numbers on both the front and the back of roller derby jerseys.
There's a hot take.
I think it would be a lot easier to identify skaters, not only for announcers, but also for officials.
I'm not inclined to disagree.
Rousey, back to the action. Trash Panda, their first jam of the contest for Massachusetts. Lead jam awarded to Rousey for Pennsylvania. Trash Panda fighting against Russian Bayou and Teflon Donna and V Diva.
I see the star coming off. Let's see if it's for real or if it's another one of those Massachusetts psych-outs. Nope, it does appear to be real. There is Evil Midweek Cutie.
Oh, and there are not too many skaters who can wrestle around Teflon Donna. Evil Midweek Cutie, a.k.a. Wednesday Addams, did just that. Coming in hot now on a scoring trip. And there's a collision, no whistles, clean contact. Rousey was got the brunt of that action. But again, Rousey, a tough cookie for Pennsylvania.
With a neat little apex hop for their troubles.
That's right. So 8 points. Rousey's got a smile on her face right now. So sort of like, oh yeah, hit me harder next time. Evil Midweek Cutie, I would not doubt, has a couple of points, trying to roll back Rousey right now, and Rousey didn't take the bait after Teflon Donna said, no, you can come in front. So,
Evil Midweek Cutie was actually our first MVP of Massachusetts' bout against Ohio.
Oh, yeah, she did it all in that game, no doubt about it. Okay, 19 seconds in the jam, and Rousey's being asked to call the jam. She does, so additional points going up, 3 for Pennsylvania, 4 for Massachusetts. So 8:35 to go in the period. Massachusetts 49, Pennsylvania 72. That's 23 points is the difference right now. That's one jam.
I've seen comebacks from. I've seen crazier comebacks.
Absolutely. Okay, Weird Al Shankovich now jamming for Team Massachusetts. Reptar for Team Pennsylvania, and Reptar lead jammer.
Just slicing through that Massachusetts defense. They see seams in the walls that don't even physically exist. I'm not sure how they do it.
Yeah, well, and as I said, it's Reptar who's on the track right now, but Flanking, Rage, to some extent Lammy as well. It's not only seeing them, but it's having the speed to get there before they change. And 4 points going up to Reptar. We have a star pass now on Massachusetts. This is Agent Maldher.
That's Massachusetts team captain.
Yes. And Reptar with that edge work, able to stay in bounds.
That's why we got to cover those lines, or else those tricky jammers, all they need is a toe stop.
And it's so much so that way now. This time, Reptar guesses wrong, and I can't see the number.
That's Emily Nolan.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, Emily Nolan guessed right and knocked Reptar to the infield. So now Reptar regrouping, but already 12 points on the jam.
There's Emily Nolan being sent to the apex penalty box. I did not catch what the call was for, but now Pennsylvania having the slight pack advantage, 4-3 pack advantage in favor of blue.
Aubrey Planets with a nice bump out on Reptar, but Reptar kind of playing with house money right now as Massachusetts has not completed the initial trip. So Reptar content to be rolled back by Aubrey Planets. Still 12 seconds to go in the jam. And, we got a back block going on Aubrey Planets. That's an unfortunate occurrence as the jam is called. So any more points? 4 more for Pennsylvania. That was a dagger blow there by Reptar.
Absolutely. We are at 6 minutes left in this first half. Again, the loser of this bout will go on, I believe, to play Team New York tomorrow evening.
That is correct, for the bronze medal.
Yes.
Yes. So all of these teams playing in these last 2 games, these last 2 semifinal games, still in contention for a medal, regardless of what happens. Betty Switch now jamming for Pennsylvania, just fighting through the teeth of that Massachusetts defense. Boots with the star for Massachusetts, pounded out by Sonic.
That was a heck of a hit. Wow.
Wasn't it though? Yeah, that one hurt from here.
I felt that somewhere in my diaphragm.
Boots back up, takes the star off, now engaging with Thumper. On Thumper holding the outside. Back block called on Betty Switch, though. So we've got a power jam. Boots has the opportunity to pass the star. Well-placed pivot. Sacrificial Lammy taking that star. And it's a 4-3 pack advantage now for Massachusetts. Watch Lammy in action.
Lammy coming in hot, juking to the in, flying to the outside. Getting a little tangled up in the combination of Massachusetts and Pennsylvania blockers.
Yeah, Aubrey Planet's bridging right now, and I think Lammy might want some offensive assistance, and that's exactly what 207 Sassy Malassie does. That's 4 points for Team Massachusetts. Lammy coming around for more.
All right, let's... Oh, there she goes. There she goes. Another 4.
Goodness. Betty Switch was released from the penalty box and tried to make an immediate impact. 4 points going up. Neither jammer can stop the action. Here comes Lammy for more. Lammy edged to the infield as a low block is the call on Boots, which is unfortunate because I think they had actually knocked out Betty Switch, but boy, everything's getting really physical out there, Rach.
There was a lovely little apex jump on Lammy's part. Let's see, that was 14 points put up by Massachusetts and 12 by Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania having now hit the century mark. We're sitting at a score of 100-63 favoring Pennsylvania with just over 3 minutes left in the half.
Yep, 37 points is the gap right now. And, you know, if you're a Massachusetts fan, actually, now we've got an official timeout being called. You know, if you're a Massachusetts fan, 37's not bad at this point.
No.
You want to make a shot here at the end of the first period. You want to cut the gap, you know, to a manageable sort of 30 maybe.
Absolutely,
if
like
I'm
a
coaching,
stop the bleeding.
Yeah, if I'm coaching, that's what I'm telling Massachusetts.
Cauterize the wound a little bit, apply the tourniquet.
Very well said.
And perhaps what we saw in the Massachusetts-Ohio bout, which was very interesting, was that Massachusetts was really getting quite a substantial lead on Ohio. And at the beginning of the second half, we watched both teams completely change their strategy. All new jammers, all new lineups, all new combinations of blockers. It was incredible. And although Massachusetts still took the win, Ohio was far more successful in picking up points and lessening that gap. So we're just going to have to see. You know,
we had an official timeout called, and I believe it's to get Boots a little bit of concussion protocol attention. So they will be replaced in the penalty box by Beats, I believe, for Massachusetts. All right, so back to the action. 4-3 pack advantage in favor of Pennsylvania. Persephone versus Android.
That's number 4 in red for Massachusetts.
Yeah, and Persephone knocked down right now by DeBella DeBall. And I don't know how Persephone was able to stay in bounds, but she did, and she's awarded lead. Meanwhile, a star pass, a faked star pass. These two players are very crafty with their attempted and deceptive star passes.
That was amazing.
Here, Persephone able to lap the field right now. 4 more going up for Pennsylvania. The Apex Skate Shop penalty box is emptied. So, now penalty being called on number 05, I believe that is. 09, MJ Slammer for Pennsylvania. So she'll have to sit down. Now, we are grinding to a just a really tough halt in the pack right now in turn 3.
Take a look at Emily Nolan giving a roll back to our Pennsylvania jammer.
Yeah,
both jammers.
The star pass has been complete on Massachusetts. Now this is Bella LeBral. So, all right. Meanwhile, Persephone just continues to roll. Took her a while, but DeBella now through on the initial. And this jam taking a long time.
I was just about to say, did this last jam feel extremely long to you?
It certainly did, yes.
Oh, man.
12-0 in favor of Pennsylvania.
Yep.
So, okay, one more coming up. Flying King on the line along with Reptar. And the two of them are
it's a fun matchup.
Yeah, they're having a couple of words with each other, and you love to see that. That's another thing about the Battle of the All-Stars is you see a lot of these skaters that really don't get a lot of opportunities to play against each other. Lead jammer going to Flying King.
Reptar hot on their tail, though.
Yeah. Okay, Thumper trying to get into defensive position for Pennsylvania. King calls. 1 point Reptar. What do we got for Massachusetts? The officials are conferring 2, so a 2-1 lead on the jam for Flying King versus Reptar. King got the better of that one, Rach.
Absolutely. Now we're sitting at that 116 to 65.
Yeah, we can get one more jam on the books.
Probably squeeze one more jam in there.
Yep, here we go. It's Evil Beauty jamming for Pennsylvania. And number 451, Rage Bradbury for Massachusetts. Oh, Rage just has one to beat. That is Russian Bayou. Russian Bayou, oh, can't quite grab Rage. Rage spins around. Oh, my.
We've got the Massachusetts. Well, I see Trash Panda wearing the pivot stripe for the first time. They're really putting the lockdown on number 13, the Pennsylvania Jammer.
That's
right.
Evil
Beauty.
And direction of gameplay called on V Diva. Rage sandwiched between Phoenix and Russian Bayou. Phoenix going to the Apex Skate Shop penalty box too. So Rage running the jam. This will be 4 points for Massachusetts, who, this is an opportunity for them to go into halftime on a
high note.
Exactly. That's the word I was looking for. Completely. Oh, my. MJ Slammer with a nice defensive stop, but a big hit dealt out by Thylander. Oh, and a penalty called on Rage.
Oh.
Didn't see the call. We'll try to get a clarification for that. And, boy, that is tough break for the Massachusetts faithful. As the period clock has expired, we got 30 seconds more of jam time, and the star has been passed to V Diva, who will close out this first period as the Pennsylvania Jammer.
That was some lovely 2-on-1 blocking by 121 and 027 in red.
It certainly was. Meanwhile, V Diva able to evade the Massachusetts defense. 4 points going up. Rage is released and going back to the box on a back block. That's going to do it for period number 1, 11-7. The final score on that jam, 127-72, and we will start period number 2 with Rage Bradbury in the penalty box with the star for Massachusetts, and we've got MC Slammer in the penalty box for Pennsylvania. However, that being said, something could change as Massachusetts has called their official review.
Just at the tail end of that first half. Wow. Slide that in there.
Yeah, let's
sneak that in there.
Let's put a little wrinkle in. Hopefully we can get our alert alt official over here in a second to explain what the specific issue being reviewed is, but I believe that we're going to wait to see for sure what I would imagine would happen unless they decide that we need another jam, in which case we'll come back. But what we'll do is we'll explain the result of the official review as we begin the second period of play. So we want to thank you all for joining Nerd Derby on the Twitch channel here for BOTAS 2020, the Battle of the All-Stars. And, oh boy, that's an interesting Nemesis Undead. I'm catching the end of the chat. The game has been so enthralling. I really haven't been able to keep up with the chat. But how about a BOTAS Juniors? Rage, what do you think about that?
I love that idea.
Yeah,
frankly, that's a fantastic idea. I'm very new to Juniors Derby. I only announced my first Juniors about maybe a year or two ago at ECDX, and having recently transferred to a league that has a juniors affiliation, I just think that that's fantastic. It's an incredible program.
I think it is a great idea. So, hey, we will be back with the second period of play and the result of this official review in approximately 10 minutes. Thanks for watching BOTAS 2020 on Nerd Derby Twitch. say? Yeah, we got the shout-outs. Okay. Are we ready? Welcome back, roller derby fans, to the second semifinal game of the Battle of the All-Stars 2020 here on a Nerd Derby Twitch. I'm Gretchen Little here with Blind Rage. In case you were wondering, Massachusetts employed their official review at the end of the first period to challenge the back block call on Rage Bradbury.
Oh, the second one that sent them right back to the
Yes.
box upon reentry.
Yes. And upon review, there was no substantiation to support the challenge. It was how it was phrased to me. So the call will stand.
All right.
And Rage will start the second period in that Apex Skate Shop penalty box.
All right. Probably not the best way that
not
Massachusetts
the
could
best
start.
outcome for the official review, but certainly a good use of an official review to try to reverse that call.
Why not?
Yeah. Hey, we've been handed a couple of shout-outs. Speaking about Team Massachusetts, Rage, what do we have there?
Let's see. We've got some love and shout-outs to Sacrificial Lammy's mother, Martha Brown, as well as Pickled Beets' mother, Elaine Gregory. Pickled Beets' mother, I've actually noticed, has been given Team Massachusetts a whole lot of love and strategic advice. I've been told to specify, to what's the phrasing that I'm looking for? To attribute any success on Team Massachusetts' part to strategies provided by Elaine Gregory.
Okay, Beets' mom.
All right.
Wow.
Mama Beets.
Well, that's awesome to have that kind of support from home, and it's great to recognize it as well. We've got almost 5 seconds to go on the scoreboard clock, so we're going to be playing roller derby momentarily. Period number 2 of this second semifinal contest is less than 5 seconds away. Here we go. Reptar jamming for Pennsylvania, and Rage Bradbury in the penalty box for Massachusetts.
It's a smart move for Team Pennsylvania, in my opinion, to field
Reptar. And a cut track penalty on Reptar to start. And, maybe some karmic justice if you're a Massachusetts fan.
I put my skate right in my mouth. Wow. I was going to say, what a smart move to field Reptar during that power start, because she is just so fast.
Yes.
But there we go.
And now lead will be open for Rage Bradbury. They are back on the track, engaging now with Gorgeous coming up to the front of the pack. Russian Bayou is bracing V-Diva and Gorgeous, and that doesn't leave a lot of room, Rage.
Oh, there was some nice offense played by Evil Midweek Cutie. Brad hops the line and just manages to stay in. Oh, that was beautiful. So now we have got Brad will be our lead jammer.
V-Diva with the bump out now, and another penalty, forearm called on Rage Bradbury. They'll have to report to the penalty box again.
That's 3 within the past jam and a half, where I believe we're sitting with 7 as a foul out for the hour-long bouts, but still, that's not a great precedence to be setting so early in the game.
Not really. Reptar now with 4 points, looking for more. So Pennsylvania able to turn adversity to advantage in this jam right now. 24 seconds to go in the jam.
Yeah, we got Evil Midweek Cutie heading to the box to join Brad for that last second. Unfortunately, she won't be there to provide any assist should Brad be inclined to pass that star.
That's right. The stripe is in the penalty box. Brad is rejoining play right now. Massachusetts doing a good job shutting down Reptar in this second scoring trip. But let's see. So 1 point going up for Massachusetts, 4 more for Pennsylvania. So 8-1 on the jam. Gorgeous and Evil Midweek Cutie will be in the penalty box, and they're having a couple of words with each other. They appreciate the competition and have smiles on their faces. I think it's just great to see such such
camaraderie
and sporting behavior.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Honestly, I have never participated, not that I've participated in many sports in my life, but I have never been privy to such solidarity as I have in roller derby. And with that being said, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Persephone getting lead jammer. Sacrificial Lammy is through the pack on the initial now. And another penalty being called on Nolan for. Oh, Lammy going airborne, catches a foot. A low block's going to be called on V Diva.
We have a seriously blue heavy penalty box right now.
That's right. Gorges is standing, so V Diva does sit down, but there's just going to be one blocker on the track for Pennsylvania. That is Teflon Donna as it stands right now. Teflon Donna was going to wear a pivot stripe, but looked over and saw that V Diva has one on her helmet. So here we go. Teflon Donna valiantly trying to hold off Weird Al Shankovich, but Weird Al is lead jammer for Massachusetts.
We have Trash Panda and Sassy Molassie briefly bridging the pack. Let's see.
Nice offense by Trash Panda, making some room, and Weird Al's going to call off the jam. Smart play as Olive Havoc was closing fast. 4-0 jam in favor of Massachusetts. So 81 plays 137.
And at this point, with a gap like this, one or 2 points, as long as the other team doesn't get any, you're chipping away.
Yeah, hit and quit is a viable strategy at this point. You do not have to go long indiscriminately right now. It's a small pack 2-2 for both. This is Evil Beauty, I believe. No, it's Olive Havoc for Pennsylvania, but Flying King through first for lead. Olive Havoc removes the star, but does not have a pivot to pass to right now as V Diva just returned and is in the rearward portion of the pack. Oh, fast feet by Flying King.
Living up to their name.
Stark Raven every bit as fast. Now we've got a star pass to V Diva, but Flying King, like we were saying, calls the jam. Another hit and quit favoring Team Massachusetts. 4 points going up, and Massachusetts will call timeout. 85 Massachusetts, 137 Pennsylvania, and I believe that is a 52-point gap, certainly surmountable in 24 minutes and 52 seconds.
I believe, and I'm waiting for the scoreboard to confirm this, but I believe this was the second jam in a row that Pennsylvania has been held scoreless, no?
Yes, I believe you are correct there, Rage. So that's certainly, yeah. Other than that first jam that Rage Bradbury started in the penalty box, since then, Massachusetts on a roll, so to speak. It's going to be a 4-3 pack advantage in favor of Team Massachusetts as Stark Raven for Pennsylvania is going to be starting in that Apex Skate Shop penalty box. Now we have a comment. Wait, did this just turn into World of Warcraft? I think it's been World of Warcraft for quite a while now.
Very much so. Very much so. Just put some wheels on it.
You know it. Here we go now. Rousey with the star for Pennsylvania. Boots for Massachusetts. Boots lead.
Evil Midweek Cutie heading back to that box again.
Okay, Rousey is through now, but Boots, and again, as we said, Massachusetts can hit and quit and tidy things up. However, Boots got caught by the Pennsylvania defense, does call the jam, does get 2 points.
Very nice.
So that takes Massachusetts to 87, narrows the gap to 50 with 24 seconds, 15 to go.
Third jam in a row with no points put on the board by blue.
That's right. That's right. Sacrificial Lammy now ready to jam for Massachusetts against Betty Switch for Pennsylvania. It's 3-on-3 in the pack. First rejoining. Oh my gosh, Lammy just rocketing through.
Just
Betty Switch.
Wow.
Betty Switch is through now, but Okay, Lammy stopping on a dime, but Stark Raven getting just enough of a purchase in the track to get ahead of her. Lammy calls the jam as Betty Switch was approaching quickly, and both jam referees are going to have to consult with the OPRs. 3 go up for Pennsylvania. We haven't seen a total for Massachusetts yet. 1 going up for Massachusetts, so boy, a couple stolen there by Team Pennsylvania.
Sneaky.
That's right. We're back to the action now. Olive Havoc jamming for Pennsylvania, pushing at the front of the pack.
Morgan LaFleur. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no, that's fine. Morgan LaFleur at the rearward portion for Team Massachusetts. Olive Havoc able to make it through. A multiplayer block called on number 207, Sassy Molassie. Here comes Olive on a scoring trip. Makes it through, engages with Evil Midweek Cutie and makes the call. Evil Midweek Cutie, otherwise known as Wednesday Adam, protects her point. So it's only a 3-point gain for Pennsylvania.
Wednesday Adams, I believe, Evil Midweek Cutie recently was awarded the was it the Apex Team Player Award, in that she is the jammer, pivot, blocker, whatever you need her to do.
Yeah, that was a widely shown GIF at the Lancaster North America East Continental Cup, where she actually threw her teammate out of bounds to prevent her from being called for cutting the track. Remember that?
That sounds right.
Yeah,
that sounds on brand.
Reptar blasting through the pack now for Team Pennsylvania. Weird Al Shankovich with the star for Massachusetts. Reptar negotiating a depleted Massachusetts pack now. A track cut is called on Weird Al Shankovich, and unfortunate timing for a Massachusetts to give up a power jam to Reptar, but that's the situation.
Is there ever really an optimal time to give up a power jam to Reptar? I'm thinking probably not.
Yeah.
There's,
as a matter of fact, there's probably never even an acceptable time to do it.
Never even a neutral point in which I would say, yes, please.
We can do this. Right.
Go ahead.
Okay, so 4 more. Reptar quickly with 12. We are a minute into the jam. Weird Al Shankovich back on the track, looking for a pivot. Who's got the? Well, it's DeBella DeBrom.
Yep, 109.
Yeah, with the stripe for Massachusetts, but not looking for it. Okay, the initial is completed. 4 more for Reptar. Reptar is going to run the jam. So, and run, Reptar, run through turn 3. 4 more going up.
Reptar's making it look very easy.
Yes, almost criminally so, but that is skills and athletic ability and practice.
Absolutely.
Reptar will call 20 already, 21 now. No point. Oh, that is a crushing blow administered by Team Pennsylvania. 164 to 88 is the score now.
That was really the last thing that Massachusetts needed at this point, was a high-scoring run.
Yeah, Sociopath says, Gretchen trying so hard not to say Adams. I hear you. And, I have nothing but respect for all of these skaters, and it is just so hard to see somebody that you know and have appreciated for so long as one name skating under another, but I got to respect that too. Now, Evil Midweek Cutie, right?
Now, Evil Midweek Cutie, because I was asked about this during the Ohio bout. Evil Midweek Cutie was the name of an off-brand generic Wednesday Addams Halloween costume. There we go.
Okay.
Wednesday, Evil Midweek. There you go. We're stretching a little bit, but
it sounds like
we play a long game.
It was probably it's not the one that you would find at the on-brand stores.
No. This is like we're evading copyright infringement type.
Exactly.
Evil Midweek Cutie. There you have it.
Okay, well, that makes me feel much better. Or at least explains it. We have an official timeout in place on the track right now. I believe it might be well, we got the, I think it probably has to do with some track maintenance. We have the rolling whistle now, so we'll be getting back underway. We're under 20 minutes to go, just barely. It's 19:59 to go in period number 2 of this semifinal.
I see Flying King wearing the star from Massachusetts.
Yes, and Persephone jamming for Pennsylvania. Nobody in that Apex Skate Shop penalty box, so
it's not jinx it.
Yeah. Oh, Flying King thinks the better of it and seeds the potential cut. And it pays off for them as they find room. Lead jammer, Massachusetts. Persephone is in pursuit, but Flying King in control, hits the pack, calls the jam. No points, Pennsylvania. And 2 points, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts creeping their way towards the century mark.
They are indeed. All right, looking to the jam line coming up. It's Olive Havoc for Pennsylvania, looking for the number.
I see Android.
I believe you are correct, Rage. Yes, Android with the star for Team Massachusetts. All right, still 5-on-5. Olive Havoc trying to get to the front. She does. Lead jammer going to Pennsylvania as V-Diva rolling back Android in the rear of the pack. Olive Havoc, as I've said before, a founding member of the Black Rose Rollers of Hanover, Pennsylvania, who been in business for about I believe about 9 years now. Somebody can feel free to correct me if I am wrong about that. I know they had their 5-year anniversary a couple of years ago. I don't think they've hit their 10 yet. Okay, star pass from Android now.
I'm seeing there's Bella LeBral holding the star in her hand.
Yes, oh, nice defense there by Agent Mulder. So that'll roll back Olive Havoc. Olive Havoc with 8 already on the jam. And very quick feet.
Just kind of scurrying up that outside line.
Scurrying is a perfect word.
Scurrying is all I can think of, just sort of scurrying. I can't think of an alternative up that outside line. We're having.
I think Olive would appreciate that too.
I hope so.
Yep.
I say it with much love and respect.
Okay.
Scamper. Scamper is the word I was looking for.
Scamper and scurry. Yeah, both apply. Russian Bayou, meanwhile, was rolling back Bella DeBrawl, and Olive Havoc looks to the bench, has 12 points, and gets the signal to continue.
Yeah,
Olive Havoc absorbs the contact from Beats and is called for a forearm. So this will be, she's going to sit down right now as the jam time expires. So she's going to have to serve a full 30 seconds.
That's right. So let's see how Massachusetts best makes use of that time.
Yes, got one more point on that I was correct the first time. Fourth scoring trip. So 177 to 90 right now. Pennsylvania has slowly extended the lead to 87. Who's that on the jam line for the power jam?
That's number 08. That is Morgan LaFleur hunkering down, waiting for the whistle.
Okay, and we got a pinch offense coming from Massachusetts, and Pennsylvania reacting quickly. As let's see, that's Scrappy Dew holding the outside. Now, okay, Morgan LaFleur, lead jammer. It didn't take that long.
It did not. We have Let's see, Jammer standing over in the box. Jammer has just been released.
Yeah, this is Olive Havoc now. Star in hand. Teflon Donna is wearing the stripe for Team Pennsylvania. And yeah, for those of you playing at home, Teflon Donna doesn't sit on the bench very much. She's out there for the majority of the jams for whatever team she is playing with.
I'm seeing, oh, there's Evil Midweek Cutie wearing the stripe heading back to the box. That did not catch the call, but
Olive Havoc now is called off again for cutting the track. So all of a sudden, this jam is turning out to be a blessing for Massachusetts.
Absolutely.
4 going up for Morgan LaFleur. She is lead, so there could be a payoff here in calling the jam while Olive is still in the penalty box.
Absolutely. There's kind of a mind game when you get into the situation where you have a jammer that's been sent back to the box a few times. They're getting frustrated.
Yes.
They might get a little sloppy. They're tired, certainly. So it's kind of there we go.
That's exactly what Massachusetts does. They're going to ice Olive Havoc again, who is standing up in that Apex Skate Shop penalty box. Yeah, and Olive is joined by Teflon Donna, who has the stripe. Along with Gorgeous, now the 3 of them are talking. They're probably going to try to get some sort of a strategy in place. Meanwhile, this is Rage Bradbury. Good choice to start this power jam start for Massachusetts. V-Diva and Thumper are the only Pennsylvania blockers out there, and Thumper just deposits Rage Bradbury into the infield and doesn't feel any remorse.
Nope. But as soon as you said that they're the only 2 blockers to contend with, those 2 blockers still make a heck of a wall and a heck of a challenge when you are skating at this caliber.
That's right. Rage is through. Rage is lead. Rage is scoring. Rage engages with V-Diva. Gets hit. Teflon Donna has the star for Pennsylvania now.
We have a bit of a pile-up up at the front of the pack between Rage and V-Diva. Everyone kind of went down there.
Rage and V-Diva engaging along with Gorgeous. Teflon Donna with the star for Pennsylvania. And V-Diva is sent to the penalty box. This could be I believe that's 4 trips for her, so that could add up. Rage Bradbury is through for 4 points. Teflon Donna is through for 4 points, and Teflon Donna trying to catch up with Rage Bradbury. Thumper takes Rage to the outside, and now Olive Havoc rolls them back. Meanwhile, a lot of action out here.
Wow, I can just see amongst the refs. I can see somebody has managed to knock our Pennsylvania jammer to the inside and recycle. I'm really seeing kind of a good, strong Massachusetts lockdown. Brad, again, has been knocked to the inside and being forced to re-engage. We are losing a Pennsylvania blocker to the Apex Skate Shop penalty box.
And Rage Bradbury able to stay on the skates. Gets through for 4, but so does Teflon Donna. So it's 8-8, 2 seconds left on the jam. That is it. A lot of action. If you had a scorecard, you would have to, you'd probably have to sharpen your pencil. Oh, and 3 more going up. 3 more going up for Massachusetts. So
that was an interesting call because Brad maintained lead jam status the whole 2 minutes, right?
Yes.
So interesting call to not call it off.
To run the jam. Well, I can understand it from the perspective of Pennsylvania's got their pivot out there jamming. If you're going to run one, it's
might as well
good.
Run it with the pivot.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Of course, the pivot was Teflon Donna,
so
that does factor into the equation.
Very much
Sacrificial Lammy able to stay in bounds despite quite a hit from Phoenix. Lead jammer, Massachusetts.
I don't know how she stays on her skates. I really don't know how she does things with her body. There was some pirouetting there, and I'm so mad that I missed it.
Yes, the connective tissue that Sacrificial Lammy is blessed with would make most of us just unbelievably amazed.
Oh, another 4 points and a call. Look at that grin. Nothing makes me happier than watching Lammy.
Evil Beauty doing the best she could, but was unable to score for Pennsylvania. So that's an 8-0 jam in favor of Team Massachusetts.
Now, for those of you, this is my first BOTAS actually, but for those of you who are repeat offenders for watching the action, you might recognize Sacrificial Lammy under a number of different names.
Yes!
It's been brought to my attention. She changes her name for BOTAS every single year.
Every year, yes. She's been the Laminator. She's been Rammy Lammy. She's been a lot of things. Betty Switch now jamming for Pennsylvania and able to get through for lead. Here comes Boots, however, for Massachusetts. Both jammers out as Teflon Donna resent to that penalty box. Betty Switch now into the teeth of the defense, calling off the jam. V-Diva and Boots colliding, and V-Diva wins that one, I believe, as Boots going to the penalty box for a back block. 3-0 on the jam in favor of Pennsylvania.
That's going to be 30 seconds worth of power start favoring Pennsylvania in blue.
Yep, Flanagan 252 says next year needs to be Rama Ding Dong. I think she already did that one.
I hope that she has like a spreadsheet that like check marks just.
Pennsylvania requesting an official review now. We'll try to find out what this one is about and get you the result. You know, right now we kind of have, you know, they've got nothing to lose right now by using this. Both teams have used one timeout. We're under 10 minutes to go in period number 2. Massachusetts still has their official review. And so we'll try to get the word from the officiating crew as quickly as possible.
Once we know, you'll know. In the meantime, feel free to, I don't actually use Twitch. Use
Show
Twitch.
all the love.
Do something on Twitch.
Yeah. Well, we want to shout out once again to Lammy's mom after that electrifying jam a couple of jams ago for Sacrificial Lammy. Yeah, Martha Brown, you know, kudos to you. Must have been quite an athlete in your own time, too. That's all I can imagine. And we want to thank Elaine Gregory as well, Beats' mom, for all these important strategic wrinkles that you've been sharing with us. Okay, so Team Pennsylvania has been put to the test here in the first 49 and some 49 minutes and some seconds of play. Massachusetts has had some really successful jams.
Absolutely.
Pennsylvania, really, I think, you know, you can look at a couple of outbursts by Reptar as, you know, perhaps the difference in this game. But, you know, with 9 minutes, 57 seconds to go, not out of the question that I mean, right now Massachusetts is going to have to, you know, basically roll a perfect 300 game in bowling analogy.
Although, Gretchen, honestly,
it's possible.
My first exposure with, let's say, my first exposure to Boston Roller Derby was watching them in a D2 Champs come back from a bigger point differential than this against Sun State. And you know what? It took a couple of strategic jammer penalties. It took a couple of strategic.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, we got Ghost Gaming says, Gretchen, do you think Massachusetts can make a comeback? Yes, I do, actually. You know, I'm not going to lay odds on it, but is it possible? Yes, it is. They have the firepower to do it, and, you know, without all of the foul statistics in front of us right now, as we would have, you know, at the postseason broadcast situations, it's kind of difficult to know. But I know that V-Diva's been to the box quite a bit.
So has Eagle Midweek Cutie, though.
Yes, exactly. Okay, now Rousey is able to get lead jammer. That, makes the odds a little bit longer for the Massachusetts comeback now. Of course, the other thing, which we'll talk about in a second, is that no matter what happens in this game, Massachusetts is going to beat their seed at the tournament, which is a win in and of itself.
Absolutely. They were certainly not the favored winners for that game against Colorado, who was
not
second
at all.
seed.
Okay, low block being called on Rousey right now, so it's a lost lead. However, Boots was in the penalty box as well, so Rousey's going to be sent back, and now Boots is being released as well. So this is a lost lead. We got 1 minute and 7 seconds in the jam. Neither jammer is going to be able to call the jam. So Rousey now fighting against that Massachusetts defense.
Yeah, I see Aubrey Planets. I see Evil Midweek Cutie. Trying to see what that there's Pax-a-Punch.
All right, and boy, both teams just locking down defensively right now. Phoenix and Sassy Molassie bridging for their respective teams. Now both are getting back to joining their defensive formations.
You know what, Gretchen? What I was thinking whenever we realized that the lead would be lost. Honestly, we've seen that not always be.
Rousey goes back to the penalty box, a track cut penalty. So, boy, I don't know. Rousey got the lead and has 2 box trips in 1 jam. And with
what's going on here?
With 7 seconds on the jam clock, I think Rousey's going to start this next jam in the penalty box.
Thinking you're right, Gretchen.
Yep.
In that very last minute.
No points awarded to Massachusetts. There may have been a couple of points for Pennsylvania, but I don't see any on the board, Rage.
Me neither. I'm waiting because I don't want to make a liar out of myself. But
that's right. That was just a hardcore defensive grind.
These 2-minute lead losses. Both teams. I'm not sure if it's maybe because we have so many quick, agile, fast-moving jammers that the packs tend to get a little scattered, and maybe the 2-minute jams.
Well, talk about quick jammers.
There
Here
we go,
comes
Flying King, number 42 in red.
Yeah, Rousey returns play, but Flying King already lead jammer for Massachusetts. First scoring trip underway. Sophia anchoring the defense and rolling back. Flying King, Rousey just wrestles through the pack. Flying King now popped to the outside by MC Slammer. They're going to call the jam. So 0 points for Pennsylvania, 2 for Massachusetts.
Good move on King's part, if you ask me.
Yeah, the one thing that Massachusetts can't afford to do now is give up points. It's a 70-point game, so
protect your points at any cost.
Yes.
Even if that means you don't get the big sexy point runs, you know?
That's correct. Yeah, so all right, we're getting ready to start now. I believe that's Persephone with the star for Pennsylvania. It is Sacrificial Lammy again for Massachusetts, and oh my, Evil Midweek Cutie with another trip to the penalty box. Lammy's going to have to remove the star, but there's there's no pivot on the track. Oh, nice move by Persephone.
Wow.
I don't know how she kept those skates in bounds.
I thought she went out for sure. I was positive that I was going to see that cut, but no.
Okay, Lammy able to avoid the hit from Stark Raven. So Lammy coming into the pack. Persephone will call, and 2 points go up for Pennsylvania. Persephone already had 4, so that's 6 for Pennsylvania, 1:18 for Massachusetts, 5 minutes and 30 seconds. If the score remains this differential and we get much under 5 minutes, then, well, I'm
going to feel pretty confident that it will be Pennsylvania taking home this win. For those of you following for tomorrow, the winner of this match will go on to play Team Florida.
That's correct.
And the loser is going to go on to play Team New York, the formerly reigning champion of BOTAS.
And Reptar is on the track in the lead for Team Pennsylvania. Rage Bradbury with the star for Team Massachusetts. 4 quick ones for Reptar. Rage is able to stay in bounds, but then has to do battle with Russian Bayou. Rage is through. Bayou slowed them down, but that was about it. Oh, Power Jam Massachusetts. Reptar sent to the box on a back block.
All right, let's see how Massachusetts makes use of this next 30 seconds.
Rage just spinning around Phoenix there, taking him down one at a time, trying to draw a penalty perhaps on V-Diva. V-Diva able to basically tent the body around around Rage Bradbury to avoid the contact.
Brad knocked to the inside and being forced to re-engage as our Massachusetts blockers line
Sophia
up.
just holding down the outside line and forcing Rage Bradbury to reconsider. Reptar's out of the penalty box now. So all skaters on the track, 40 seconds to go in the jam. It's an 80-point lead for Pennsylvania at this point. Rage Bradbury's passing the star to Evil Midweek Cutie. 4 points go up for Massachusetts.
Indeed.
And Reptar being rolled back. That's a nice defensive play.
That's trying to put eyes on
I believe it was Agent Mulder.
Yep, that would be.
And now the jam time is getting down to 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. That will do it. Oh my, is a forearm penalty going on Evil Midweek Cutie. 4 more going up for Pennsylvania. 6 for Massachusetts. And V-Diva sitting down for Pennsylvania with the pivot stripe. That's got to be close to 7 for her. But, okay, 2:45 to go. 2:06, 124.
All right.
Pennsylvania in control.
Off the line, I don't know who I see.
It's Weird Al Shankovich jamming for Massachusetts. Olive Havoc, workhorse in the Pennsylvania lineup today.
We have our Massachusetts pivot, Trash Panda, heading to the penalty box.
And okay, lead jammer going to Weird Al Shankovich. Olive Havoc has completed the initial trip, but is at least half a track behind. Here comes Weird Al now. Nice offense there by Agent Mulder. Sassy Molassie. There's a call off, but no points go up.
Let's see, Massachusetts pivot standing, but has about 10 more seconds before they can re-engage.
That's right, that is Trash Panda. And up to the jam line for Pennsylvania. I see Flying King ready to go for Massachusetts. I believe it's Evil Beauty. We've got a timeout being called by Massachusetts.
We also have a Massachusetts pivot on the track.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's Bella DeBrawl. So, okay, well, resetting. I mean, I think now, the writing is on the wall that Pennsylvania will be moving on to play for the gold medal. Massachusetts will be playing for the bronze medal, however. And Massachusetts coming in, I believe, at the number 6 seed.
Yes.
So this is, Massachusetts will leave this tournament higher seeded, higher ranked than what they came in, regardless of what happens. So it's been a profitable showing up to this point, and they still have an opportunity to leave with a medal.
Exactly. Team Massachusetts comprised of skaters from Boston Roller
Derby.
Oh,
we're going to do the Jammer Pack.
A Team Massachusetts
classic.
Team
Massachusetts classic.
And,
exactly.
And
Trash Panda
also a jammer,
is a
typically.
jammer, so that makes it happen.
Everyone loves
For those
jammer
of you,
pack.
the Down Beaster says Jammer Pack is my favorite. Here we go. Evil Beauty versus Flying King in the Jammer Jam to end all Jammer Jams. And Evil Beauty is lead jammer for Pennsylvania. Flying King being rolled back by Persephone. Persephone now engaging defensively. Flying King bumped to the infield by Betty Switch. But a back block is called on Evil Beauty. So Flying King flies through and is in point scoring territory. 3 Pennsylvania players in the penalty box. Flying King engages. Wow, the offense coming in hot and heavy. Look at all of Havoc getting to the front, trying to slow Flying King. 4 points for Massachusetts, 37 seconds to go. Flying King on the outside.
I love a jammer pack. As a jammer, I love a jammer pack.
It is a great tradition that Massachusetts has always employed. In the final jam of the game, no matter what, at the Battle of the All-Stars, both teams field jammer jams, which means you have to have jammed in the game in order to be on the track. Sacrificial Lammy with the bump out on Evil Beauty.
Yep.
And Olive Havoc's going to go to the penalty box.
Let's see.
Here comes Evil Beauty, 4 going up.
We've
8
got
to
8.
Yeah, 20 seconds to go in the jam. The period clock has expired.
This is going to be it, folks.
Yeah, one way or another.
And the fans are
Flying
just going
King going low,
ballistic.
but just at the end, Reptar edges them out. How about that?
The very last second.
And you can probably hear it through our microphones as the Massachusetts bench calls down the jam. Well, there's no win in Mudville, but there's plenty of joy in the on the Massachusetts bench, as 140 is the Massachusetts score, 221 is Pennsylvania.
Well played.
Yeah, well played. Exciting game. So
teams.
much going on. The Florida All-Stars were watching that one. They're going to try to figure out how to play Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania's going to have their hands full with Florida.
Very much so. Speaking of teams that have upset the seed in a big, bad way,
yes,
I'm very excited to take a look at how that matchup goes. Well, tomorrow evening you will see Team Massachusetts taking on Team New York.
And that is a battle royale. I tell you
Very
what.
much so.
Yeah, I think at the at the betting tables, the odds, I wouldn't want to guess what the line is going to be on that one. Folks, we want to thank you so much for joining us all day long here at the Battle of the All-Stars 2020, and we're not done yet. We have to talk about who's going to get the most valuable players from each team, and then I'm going to interview the Pennsylvania MVP. Rage is going to interview the Massachusetts MVP, and we'll have that for you in just a couple of minutes. Again, the final score, 221 for Pennsylvania, 140 for Massachusetts. In the finals tomorrow, Massachusetts will take on New York for the bronze. Pennsylvania will take on Florida for the gold.
All right, BOTAS 2020. This is Blind Rage here with Bella Labral, our MVP of the second semifinal bout against Team Pennsylvania. Bella, what was that like out there for you?
That was really hard. They're a really good team, and it was a lot of fun. It worked really hard.
That was incredibly evident. Now, Team Massachusetts has really upset the seed in a number of different ways. Colorado was second seed, Pennsylvania, I believe, was third, and you're up tomorrow against New York, who up until today was the reigning champion. What has that discussion been like for you guys as a team?
We've been just focused on Pennsylvania all day today, so it was a bit surprising when Florida beat New York, and honestly, I thought we were going to play Florida tomorrow, so it's a bit of a surprise. We've played New York before, and I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Is there anybody in particular you'd like to give a special shout out to live on air?
I'd like to give a shout out to my girlfriend Rachel. She is actually here. She just made it down from Northampton, Mass, and in time to catch the game today.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. So much love and congratulations to Team Massachusetts, and we're so excited to see you play New York tomorrow evening.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
All right, Gretchen Little here with Pennsylvania All-Star MVP Olive Havoc. Olive, you might not have had the most points tonight, but I think you jammed the most jams. How do you get in the kind of condition to be able to go out jam after jam against a team like this?
Well, you know, I don't really have a great answer for that other than I think my mentality is just go, 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 go. Because as a jammer, everybody's trying to take you on. So it's like do or die. And I think that survival instinct just sort of takes over. So there's not like any one thing, just don't die.
What did the team think about coming into this game to neutralize this really potent Massachusetts offense?
Well, we knew Massachusetts really had it in. I mean, they really wanted it this year, and we saw the team. We knew that they were incredible skaters. So we had a very deep jammer rotation that I think really worked to our advantage because we kept throwing in very different styles of jammers. So that was one of the things we were trying to do is, you know, the hard hitting, more of the swing hitters and the jukers, just to try to kind of keep Massachusetts, you know, on their toes. And I think that really worked to our advantage.
It worked quite well. Of course, now tomorrow in the gold medal game, Florida. What do you think about this team, Florida?
I think tomorrow it's going to be a grinding game. I know for jammers, we're going to be locked into those packs, so we really have to keep up with that endurance. Our blockers are great with offense, so it's just about reading that offense. Team PA, their blockers are incredible. It makes my job a lot easier when I have incredible blockers that are doing everything for me. So I'm hoping they're going to keep it up tomorrow.
And for you viewers, the bronze medal game is scheduled for 5:40 tomorrow, and the gold medal game is scheduled for 7:30 tomorrow. You know, give or take, of course. And Olive, one more question. Any shout-outs you'd like to give?
Yeah, for sure. Hi, everybody from Black Rose. I know you all are watching, so hi, I love you. Thank you guys for making this possible, and of course my family and the PA All-Star team. They really just have made us all, these new skaters here, you know, just feel like a big family. So it's just really great to be here, and we're excited. I'm excited to play Florida. A lot of great skaters.
All right, thank you, Olive, and get some rest. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
You too.